Hi, everybody. Antonio here with another daily reminder for you. And today's daily reminder is continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. One of the biggest challenges that most people have in life, whether it be business or personal life, is starting a thing. And most people don't start a thing because they want to do it right. They want to do it right. Mind you, that's a great aspiration. But I think what most people consider right is really perfect. I want to get it perfect. So you get prepared, then prepared, get ready to get ready, etc. How many people do we know have been writing that book for the past 14 years? How many people have been thinking about getting that patent for the past 20 years or starting that business or going back to school or whatever the case may be? Is there's some form of delay that comes from wanting either the thing to be perfect or the circumstances around the thing to be perfect. And the reality about life is that this is not a dress rehearsal. We are actively living our lives, and the act of waiting for perfection is really one of the most detrimental things that we can take on as human beings. I've never spent a lot of time with people who are dying, but I've heard from two separate people who've worked in that environment, in a hospice environment, but also in a home care environment. And the biggest regrets that most people have is not having done a thing. It's not, I did this thing and I wish I didn't do it, is typically having not done the thing itself. And we don't do it because we want it to be perfect. So when we think about, I think it was Lord Calvin who said, that which is not measured cannot be improved. It's one of the concepts that I talk about in my time bank program, time management for entrepreneurs. And and I talk about that quote because it's so powerful in that we don't monitor what we do, right? And because we don't monitor what we do, we don't have any way of improving it. And it's the same thing when we don't start a thing, is that we don't have a way to improve on nothing. And that's where the concept of continuous improvement beats um, delayed perfection. That's where their concept comes from, is that you cannot improve upon nothing. Now you can get started, which in essence is somewhat of an improvement, but at the end of the day, you got to get started. That's just the reality of it. So, what have you been delaying? Is there anything you've been delaying? Is there a project you've been delaying? Is there a business you've been delaying? Is there a thing that you've been delaying because of this false idea of perfection? Have you been writing a book and rewriting it and rewriting it and rewriting it because you want it to be perfect? Is there a job you wanted to go after? Is there a thing that you want to do that you have been delaying? Here's a great opportunity to evaluate that and make the adjustment of getting started. Just simply getting started. And by getting started, you can continually improve until you get to where you're going versus never getting started and never getting there. So that's it for today's daily reminder. This is a good one for me as well. I have to say, there have been some times that I know that I've been delaying a thing because of wanting things to be right around that thing versus just moving in that space. Because, like I said, we're living life in real time, not a dress rehearsal, not a okay, I'll do this thing when. Because again, life is still going on while you're delaying, while you're waiting, while you're procrastinating, while you're putting off, etc. life is still going on. Join us. So that's it for today's daily reminder. As always, continuous improvement could be making a comment, making a like or a share, right? Instead of delaying that, you can do that right now. How about that? Instead of waiting to have the perfect comment, just start typing right now. Do. Boom. See what happens. All right. That's it for today, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow for another daily reminder.